the last lap of President Muhammadu Buhari's government as the sun set for a democratic journey that started in 2015. Mr. President says he hopes to hand over a country with a diversified, homegrown economy, stable democracy, and a revamped armed and security forces.
This initiative you have taken is very good. I wish you had taken it much earlier. But in a few weeks' time, there will be a number of you sitting there who wanted to be here. I wish you the best of luck.
The 2022 committee is a mix of leaders from business, politics, media, and civil society. It will serve as the conscience of the country, pulse of the people, and defend the national interest.
That this is the time to defend the national interest. And the 2022 committee is put together to do just that, defend Nigeria at a time of crisis and at a time of transition.
This is perhaps a signal of preparations towards a transition from President Muhammadu Buhari's administration to a government that will be duly elected and sworn in after next year's presidential election.
Gombe State is no stranger to political violence. Every election cycle, the monster of violence and retaliation emerges, destroying everything in its path. Residents of Gombe are yet to recover from the deadly violence involving the convoy of Senator Danjuma Goje. The attack on the People's Democratic Party State Secretariat is the latest. In the gale of violence, the Abubakar Atiku campaign office was also vandalized. Documents were stolen, equipment vandalized, and the chairman's office was razed.
It might escalate. It will escalate. If you have listened to the utterances of the government of Gombe State, the APC government, you know that they are out for worse things than this.
With about 20 motorcycles. On each motorcycle, they rode 3 of them. When they came, they overpowered our security guards and they came inside the office and they started making distractions. Particularly, they started with the chairman's office, which you can see.
PDP loyalists at the scene were placated by their leaders. Stalwarts assured the public that their party would toe the line of peace and allow the police to conduct a thorough investigation.
The kidnap and gruesome killing of 5-year-old pupil of Noble Kids School in Kano State is still fresh in the memory of many. Days after the perpetrators were rounded up, Kabir Idris from Kano State brings the unfortunate incident before his colleagues.
The soul of the young Hanifa rest in peace.
A minute of silence is observed in memory of Hanifa, the only child of her parents. The House adopted his motion commending the proactiveness of the state government and security operatives in fishing out the suspected killers of the minor.
I want also this honorable chamber to acknowledge the effort of security personnel. Successful operations lead to the arrest of the suspected criminal and collaborators through a strategic intelligence gathering and tactical security operatives.
In another legislative effort, the House, through a motion by Lagos member Aliu Kuye, called for a new national policy on cocoa production as a means to further diversify the nation's economy.
100 billion naira revenue is lost annually due to the federal government's non-commitment to find sustainable, executable solution to problems bedeviling the cocoa industry.
The House adopted the recommendations of its Committee on Customs, which investigated alleged killing of innocent persons by men of the Nigeria Customs Service in Ibarapa, Oyo State, and Jibia in Katsina.